In this video, you're going to learn how to control negative thinking during a game. Hey there, I'm Eli Straw, mental performance coach and the founder of SuccessStartsWithin.com. Now before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're an athlete looking to improve your mental game. I put out new videos each day on sports psychology and mental training. Now negative thinking during a game is only going to hold you back as an athlete. When you're experiencing negative thinking, this can lower your confidence, this can lead to fear of failure, this can lead to performance anxiety, this may increase your expectations, and overall, we can just say that if you're thinking negatively, that's going to lead to lower levels of performance. So it's very important for you to be able to recognize this negative thinking and then to be able to change this negative thinking. Now, there are two strategies that we're going to work on to change negative thinking during a game. Number one is going to be where we alter your natural thought patterns. And then number two is going to be a thought-stopping phrase. Now, don't let those words scare you or anything. They're not very complicated. And in fact, the process that we're going to use is very simple. So with altering your natural thought patterns, the reason we're going to focus on this is because overall, we want to work on helping you become less of a negative thinker. If naturally you become someone who thinks a little bit more positively, then that's going to translate into games. And so if right now you naturally think a little bit more negatively, then you're going to be thinking more negatively during games. So if we can get you to think more positively just on a regular basis, that's going to help you think more positively during games. And when I say think positively, what I'm referring to is thinking in a way that's going to increase your performance. So this can be thinking in a way that's going to increase motivation, increase confidence, increase focus, and sometimes thinking positively for yourself as an athlete, it involves kind of getting on yourself a little bit, saying, come on, let's go, you're better than that. That's not negative thinking. That's going to be positive thinking because it's going to lead to greater levels of performance. So don't think that by saying positive thinking, I'm saying everything's got to be sunshines and rainbows and all great. No, I'm saying, what do you need to think to play better? That's where positive thinking comes into play. So to alter your natural thought patterns, what we're going to do is first identify what you currently think about. What kind of negative thoughts or unhelpful thoughts do you currently have during games? You want to make a nice list of those. Then what you want to do is you want to create some alternatives, and these alternatives are going to be ways that you can think to yourself that are going to increase your confidence, help you feel more motivated, help you feel more relaxed, right? And then you're going to take that new list and you want to repeat it to yourself every single day. You want to do this at least once a day. And if you want to make this practice a little bit more impactful, you can rewrite them once a day. I had an athlete who did that, and it really helped him because it helped him memorize the statements that much faster. So if you do this process where you begin to alter your natural thought patterns, that's going to help you overall and kind of in the long term. But also what that does is it helps you memorize these statements like I just said, so they're easier to apply during a game. Now, the second part of this process is where you're going to apply a thought-stopping phrase. Now, a thought-stopping phrase is just what it sounds like. It's going to stop those negative thoughts. So during a game, whenever you notice that you're thinking negatively or you're thinking in a way that's causing you to feel anxious or get very frustrated, you want to stop that type of thinking by using a thought-stopping phrase. An example of a thought-stopping phrase is stop, let it go, refocus. Or you might say relax, take a deep breath, focus on this next play. It's anything that you want to say to yourself to kind of stop those negative thoughts and then get yourself focusing on the next play or focusing on saying something else. And here's the very important part. After you say that thought-stopping phrase and you do focus on that next play or you do help yourself get relaxed and kind of take a deep breath, well, then you want to remember those self-talk statements that you're repeating every day and you want to think about those. You want to begin exchanging that negative self-talk that you had to stop, and you want to exchange it for more positive and productive self-talk. But those are the two ways that you can really work on controlling negative thinking during a game. Over the long term, you want to be changing your natural thought patterns with a self-talk routine on a daily basis. And then during a game, you want to use a thought-stopping phrase and then work to think a little bit more positively, a little bit more productively during the game. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And I want to say thank you for watching, and I wish you the best of success in all that you do. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. We put out new videos each week on sports psychology and mental training. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about one-on-one mental performance coaching, head over to SuccessStartsWithin.com.